Welcome to the iHSFAN Webcast Network. You are watching Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Covert Ford, Bush's Chicken, Ideal Signs, Alpha Paving, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events, Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group, Maze Street Boutique, and Lodge Card Club. We also want to thank the 5 high school booster clubs for their support. Now let's head to the field. Here is Brad Tillery and Ike Kohler.
Live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in Round Rock. Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network is on the air. Tonight, the Round Rock Dragons and the Westwood Warriors get at it in the Battle of the Bell as a couple of rivals take on each other. Round Rock enters the game with a 6-1 record, 4-1 in 6A District 25. Westwood 1-5 this season, 1-3 in the district. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the broadcast. Brad Tillery and Jay Brooks here with you again tonight from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. A rivalry game tonight, a large crowd filing in, especially these Westwood fans. I'll tell you what, they have been out here tailgating for several hours already when you pull up, Jay, and it should be a lively atmosphere on homecoming for Westwood tonight.
Yeah, you love to see it, and especially for a rivalry game. You know, this is what it's all about. Get out here, have fun. That's why they play the game. You never know. I know the records are vastly different, but you never know the rivalry. Yeah,
Round Rock comes into this game in second place in the district at 4-1 in district play. Their lone loss came against Cedar Ridge in a 21-20 setback. Both of these two teams, ironically, their last game was against Hutto. Westwood, coming off a bye week, they lost 2 weeks ago, 42-24 against Hutto. Their victory this year, Westwood, by the way, their lone victory was a 28-16 triumph over Manor. Round Rock played Hutto last week, a 29-14 win, and that scoreline, Jay, very emblematic of how Round Rock has played football all year. It has run the ball and play defense.
Yeah, they got a lot of weapons on offense. That two-headed monster of running backs they got, that's scary for anyone to match up against.
Yeah, Joaquin Maldonado and Moose Garlington, especially in the backfield. Those are the names you'll hear the most in the backfield. But this Round Rock defense especially, they have only allowed 21 points a couple of times this year. They're allowing just 18 a game. No one has scored more than 21 against them all year. And really, it's all led by the UTEP commit, Justin Lee, off the edge. The man just lives in the backfield.
Yeah, he's got 4 sacks and 17 QB hurries this season. That's a significant number. You can see why UTEP's interested in him. 11 tackles for loss. He's actually headed to UTEP already. Congrats to the Miners, by the way, getting their first win in almost a year on Wednesday night as they picked up the victory late Wednesday night over at the most beautiful setting in college football, the Sun Bowl. I know people are like, what? I promise you, it's set in the side of a mountain. It's gorgeous. As for the Westwood Warriors, we mentioned this Round Rock team. They can play some defense. Westwood has struggled on the offensive side of the ball, averaging just 18 points a game. But they've turned the controls over in this back half of the season to the sophomore Cooper Waits, and it seems like some things are picking up for Westwood since he's come into the game. Yeah, 7 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on just 96 attempts. You kind of like to see those numbers because that's a pretty good touchdown percentage.
Maybe the wildest stat for me coming into this game was this one. Xavier Sutton, the senior running back, he is the main tailback for the Westwood Warriors. Westwood this year has run for 594 yards. Xavier Sutton has 496 of those 594 yards. That's about 83% of the yards gained on the ground by one man.
Yeah, I think I know who the number one running back there is.
And then it's kind of the same thing in the receiving game. Junior Drew Norrell actually leads the receiving corps. He's got 36 catches for 621 yards and 4 TDs. The entire receiving corps only has 1,174 yards, so he actually has more than half of all receiving yards for Westwood. So for Round Rock, they're going to key in on 2 players tonight. They're going to key in on defensively on Xavier Sutton out of the backfield and Drew Norrell out on the wideout. You got to think they're going to make anybody else in the field wearing orange and white beat them.
That's what Round Rock does best, is they play defense. So I think they got a good matchup here, and it feels like strength versus weakness in this sense, in a way. And Westwood's going to have to find some other people to do some stuff tonight, I think.
Yeah, you're going to need the Warriors need some guys to step up for sure tonight. Maybe spread the ball around to try to find a victory. As for the Round Rock offense, junior Jack Apple is the main quarterback. He will lead this attack out there, but like we said, it is a run-based attack here for Round Rock. They only average about 150 per game through the air. Everything else is on the ground. It is run the ball, control the clock, and play defense for one of the better teams in 6A District 25. Let's catch you up real quick on the standings here in the district, too, as we get set for this game tonight. Vandergrift comes in leading the district at 4-0 in district play. Round Rock is second at 4-1. And then here's where the jumbled mess starts. Remember, 4 teams will qualify for the playoffs out of the 9 teams in this district. Cedar Ridge is 3-2. Vista Ridge is 2-2. Hutto is 2-3. 2-2. McNeil is 2-3. All of those teams are either tied with each other or within one game of each other, with a few games to play. Every team will play 8 district games, so we still got about, I think, 4 weeks total of the season to go here. This is week number 8. Round Rock has yet to have their bye week. I mentioned that Westwood is actually coming off of theirs. So this is a game that, a district that's going to come down to the wire, especially those last few playoff spots. But for Westwood, who comes in at 1-3, if you want any chance of making the playoffs, a must-win football game tonight. For Round Rock, a chance to kind of stay above that whole jumbled mess there, battling for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, Round Rock risks falling into that jumbled group and making it a lot more difficult on themselves if they don't win this game. And for Westwood, you just want to stay in the pack. You just got to keep winning. You got to go out and get one win at a time and do your best to stay in the race.
In this district tonight, Vista Ridge is going to take on Cedar Ridge. Let's see what else we got. Stony Point will play Hutto in district play tonight, and Vandergrift is at Manor. So McNeil has the week off this week in district play. We're about 7.5 minutes to kick off tonight between Westwood and Round Rock. We're going to step aside and let you hear from our great sponsors. When we come back, we'll have kickoff between the Warriors and the Dragons. It's the Battle of the Bell from the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex. Stick around. This is Round Rock ISD Football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award. Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today. The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net. Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto, Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more. In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Mays Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.
Back here at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex, we count down to kickoff as both teams get set to take the field here tonight between Round Rock and Westwood. It's the battle of our Battle of the Bell going on. A big rivalry game between these two teams. Round Rock is coming in winning 6 in a row in this rivalry. Last time Westwood got a victory was 2017 as the Dragons take the field across the way. And Westwood will do the same here on the near sideline in just a second. We still have the national anthem to go, the coin toss and everything else. They had some pregame festivities here on homecoming that maybe ran a little long and a few extra minutes than expected. So we will be just a couple of minutes to kick off still in this ball game. We mentioned Round Rock coming in with a 6-1 district, or 6-1 record overall. They are 4-1 in the district. Westwood 1-5, 1-3 in district play. I also mentioned there were games around district play tonight. They will get started here right about now, as will most of the action in the area. But there are some finals from last night to tell you about in the area as well. Johnson beat Schertz Clemens 42-21, so big win down there for the Jaguars. College Station A&M comes up to the field in Pflugerville and thumps Hendrickson 55-14. East Side 42, Northeast 14. Good victory there for the East Side Panthers. And then LBJ all over Austin achieve 72-0 last night. Elsewhere in the area tonight, Rouse is taking on Killeen Chaparral. Eastview and Georgetown going at it in a rivalry game there up at the Georgetown at Birkelbach Field in Georgetown. Both of those teams share that stadium. They're the only two tenants there besides Southwestern, also the home field of the Southwestern University. So Eastview and Georgetown, a big rivalry game going on up there tonight. Lake Belton takes on Leander. San Saba will be at Thorndale. Johnson City is at Holland. And Holland's already on the board 15 seconds into that game, 6-0. They must have taken the opening kickoff back. Let's see. Glenn will be at Cedar Park just over the way at Gupton Stadium. Crockett is at Elgin tonight. Lake Travis versus Dripping Springs. Wimberley against Jarrell. Lampasas and Burnett going at it. Lampasas, by the way, a fun place to watch football here in high school area. If you want to go see a fun local small place to see a game. Really good atmosphere. Burnett's another one, too. Very fun to go check out. Bastrop will play Navarro. College Station and Buda Hayes will take on our play tonight as well. Travis, 48-0 winners last night. Aikens and Austin High at Berger Stadium down south tonight. Bowie will face Westlake. Connolly against McCallum. Liberty Hill faces Pflugerville. And then Anderson is at Cedar Creek. The national anthem about to get underway here in just a second, I believe. Although, I don't know if the players are going to do the coin toss first or what's going on just yet in the order of operations here. We do have the ROTC with the flags out there. Looks like the choir will be singing the national anthem here down below us to our right. And ROTC now walking off the field. So I'm guessing that we have gotten caught up on most of our stuff, although I don't think the choir has sung just yet, unless I'm missing something here. I have not heard an announcement for the national anthem. Have you, Jay?
No.
Once we have that, we will step aside. Although we do not have crowd audio, so you can't hear the anthem. We apologize for that. Just one of the limitations, unfortunately, we have up here. But we will step aside out of respect for the country as that goes on. Jay, rivalry games, I know you grew up in a small town up in Michigan. Y'all had your rivalries up there. What was it like for high school ball for you back in those? Because I didn't grow up. We had football where I grew up, but we weren't allowed to play football at my school, so we didn't have sports. So I had to live vicariously. But as a student, what's it like in high school?
Man, it was a week-long affair. There was events going on every single day of the week leading up to the game. We had different days of the week. You wear different colors, different events, pep rallies on the day of, and we never got out of school early. We always tried, but there was always a pig roast right before the game.
Okay, explain that one.
The leader of the FFA in our region was the animal science teacher at our high school, and he always made sure we had a giant pig, and we roasted it before every homecoming game every year.
That's fantastic.
Shout out to Mr. Bloom. I'm sure you can't hear me up in Michigan, but
yeah, where I grew up in Alabama, obviously our rivalry games in the city, we only had one stadium, so it was kind of like the Kelly's Athletic Complex. Actually, it's now the stadium where they play the Camellia Bowl every year. And at the time, Alabama State University used it as a home stadium. And Alabama State has now built a very nice stadium on campus down there. But, 4 high schools shared that stadium every week. And if they played each other, obviously one half, you split right down the middle. And I remember the craziest one I ever saw there was, crowd-wise, there was a state semifinal game between 2 of the big high schools in the city. And it was 6A state finals, state semis. 24,000 people showed up. So they held the whole stadium was sold out and packed, and just wild to see. And it was an old school rivalry in the city. Like, I think it was the oldest rivalry in the city too. Really, really something fun to see and special to see when you get the opportunity. And you can see by the crowd that's here tonight for Westwood, especially, and the Round Rock side filling up as well. You know, there's a lot of folks here for this for this rivalry game between these two teams.
I saw so many Round Rock buses in the parking lot trying to get in here tonight.
You said traffic was a little heavy trying to get into the parking lot.
It was.
All right. Now it looks like we got time for the anthem, so we're going to step aside for respect to the country. Come back in just a second, and then we'll have kickoff between Westwood and Round Rock. This is Round Rock ISD Football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network. Nice job down there by the choir for Westwood as the national anthem has been sung. The ROTC will march the flags off the field, and then we'll be set for football here tonight. Getting started a little bit late with the pregame festivities between Round Rock and Westwood on this homecoming game for Westwood. It is rivalry night here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, and we are so glad to have you. First game of the year, too, that I'll tell you what, it feels like football weather a little more, Jay. It's going to be in the 70s tonight, dropping into the 50s overnight, but, 60s at some point, maybe towards the end of the game. You might actually, you being from Michigan, not so much, but everybody else, we might think about a pullover or something tonight or something light just to cover up because it will get a little more brisk out here, and that tends to lead to some pads popping a bit more, too.
Yeah, I might be a little bit biased having grown up in the North, but this actually feels like a football Friday night.
Well, this feels like, summer for you? Like the game starting around the end of August.
Yeah,
this is like
early.
First game of the year, right?
This is the early September game.
Oh, man. We are excited to bring this one to you as we are all the time on the iHSFAN Network. Folks, remember, if you are out there watching live tonight, like and subscribe here on YouTube. Every time we go live on the iHSFAN Network, you will get a notification, and you'll let me know right away. Don't miss a step of the action all year long. The rest of the way as we roll in towards the rest of this regular season. We're getting a few weeks away from playoff time, and these games mean a little bit more every single week. Round Rock will kick it away. The Dragons are wearing the all-white uniforms trimmed out in the maroon. As for the Westwood Warriors, well, they look like that team playing down at Darrell K. Memorial tomorrow night. They got the burnt orange with the white pants and the white helmets with the burnt orange stripe right down the middle. Kicking it away for Round Rock It'll be Gibson Granger, puts the boot to it. We're underway here on a Friday night at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex. Now it'll go about 3 yards deep into the end zone, down for a touchback, and Westwood will take over to start the ball game. For the Warriors, it will be Cooper Waits, the quarterback, leading the team out there, the sophomore, with a 50% completion percentage since taking over. He's 48 of 69 for 48 for 96 for 759 yards through the air. He's thrown 7 touchdowns and 3 picks. He does have a long of 88 yards for his longest completion of the season so far. His running back, Xavier Sutton, the main man in the backfield for Westwood. We mentioned earlier he has 496 yards on the ground so far this year. They will quickly throw back to pass, and Waits has that ball knocked out of his hand, kind of tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Intended near side for Ontario Jackman Jr. It'll be second down. Second and 10. Pistol formation here for Westwood. Heavy set to the right side with receivers. It's put on the ground by Waits. He bobbled the snap, and he just has to fall on it at the 21. Not an ideal start for Westwood. An incomplete pass and then a fumble by the quarterback. It's quickly 3rd and 14.
We'd really like to see Westwood put a little bit more pressure on Round Rock to start this game, but Round Rock showing why they're a defense that only gives up 15 points a game.
Third down, 14 now for Westwood. They'll spread it out. 3 receivers right. Waits to throw. He's got a clean pocket collapsing on him, and he will be sacked. The ball is out. Round Rock falls on it at the 20. Round Rock comes up with a strip sack fumble recovery. It's number 92, Jacob Medina, the senior, coming out with the football. And the Dragons get great field position to start this ball game. And we mentioned in the pregame, Jay, it is all about the defense for Round Rock. And there you go with a quick turnover, and now they get the ball in the red zone to start.
3 plays, Westwood couldn't do anything, and then Round Rock just took the ball from them.
So Round Rock at the Westwood 20. 47 seconds into this ball game. Great field position to work with. Jack Apple, the quarterback. Maldonado standing behind him at running back. It'll be a handoff. Oh, fake actually. Apple will float one towards the right side. It's incomplete. Caught, but out of bounds. Nice grab there by number 7, Reggie Hurley. Just couldn't keep his body in bounds at second down. You like Round Rock, though, taking a shot there on first down to try to score quickly.
No reason not to. You got good field possession. You got to feel confident in your offense.
Second and 10. Handoff, faked. Apple will throw towards the near side. It is caught. And for a gain of about 6 or 7 goes Carson Griffin. Looked like he had to double clutch that ball to bring it fully in, but he does pick up 7. It'll be third down and short. Back-to-back throws for Round Rock to come out of the gates for a team that likes to run it. Third and 3. Round Rock trying to take advantage of the strip sack fumble to start the ball game here. Joaquin Maldonado, the running back, gets his first carry of the game over the right side. Bulls his way forward through a couple of defenders. Looked like he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Instead, he picks up 5, and it's a first down.
I actually thought they were going to have him stop there for a second, but he just powered his way through.
First play of the first and goal rather was a quick little run to the right side. Maldonado only picked up a couple. It'll be 2nd and 7 here. Or second and goal from the 7. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Man comes in motion. Hand off to Maldonado again. Over that right side, picks up about 3 or 4 more. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Looked like he was brought down by Josh Hansen, the senior defensive back. Or the junior, excuse me. 3rd and goal from the 4 for Round Rock. A Dragons team that wants to squeeze you to death. And this is the thing that the Westwood defense is going to have to do tonight, is force Round Rock into field goals and punts when given the opportunity here. Field goal here would be a win for the defense. Fake the handoff. Apple rolls right, sets his feet, throws towards the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Had a man open, just overshot his receiver, his receiver, Brady Cochran. It'll be 4th down. And let's see if Round Rock goes for the field goal or shoots one for the end zone here.
Looks like they might be keeping the offense on the field.
This is a big early decision here for head coach Cody Moore and the Round Rock Dragons. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Man in motion's actually a lineman. Rolling right. Apple, throw back to the left. He's got a man. It is incomplete. Threw it a little short of its intended receiver, Elijah Ellis, and Westwood holds.
That feels like a big win for Westwood right there.
Round Rock had it at the 20-yard line after a strip sack fumble to start this game, and Westwood gets a turnover on downs.
Let's see if that'll motivate the offense here a little bit, getting a big stop on defense.
This Westwood defense coming up big. Shot of confidence there early for the 1-5 Warriors. And now the offense, though, finds themselves backed up at the 4. Cooper waits, takes the snap. This time a straight handoff up the middle. Plenty of room to run. And there's a gain of about 8 for Xavier Sutton. Nice explosive run up the middle. Officially, they'll give him 7 out to the 11-yard line. Waits, pitches one left to Sutton. And this time taken down at the 10. Hit on the edge by Aiden Walker. It'll be 3rd down and 4. See if Westwood keeps it on the ground on 3rd and 4 here. Tries to go back to the air. Cooper waits. They'll throw it. Drop straight back, and a flag comes down. Looked like some movement on the line of scrimmage just before the snap.
Definitely not what you want to see if you're Westwood. You had a nice run on 1st down. Give yourself a good shot. 2nd and short, and now you're backed up, and 3rd and long already.
Yeah, you go from 3rd and 4 back to 3rd and 9. 8:29 to go here in the opening quarter of play. See how Westwood decides to attack this. Maybe something to say for the Warriors for running the ball, trying to give a little extra room for your punter here. High snap, fake handoff, rolling right. They will throw towards the sideline. It's complete at the 25, and then he dropped it. Oh. It was in the hands of Drew Norrell, the top receiver for the Westwood Warriors. Just couldn't hang on. Would have been plenty for a 1st down. Instead, it is 4th and 9, although there's a flag down in the backfield. It's back in the end zone. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Westwood's going to get a 1st down. That'll move it out to the 20.
You really would have liked to have seen Drew Norrell catch that one, but take the 1st down however you can get it.
Yeah, Warriors get bailed out with the roughing the passer call there. So the ball moves out to the 20 with 8:03 to go in this 1st quarter of play. Handoff to Sutton. Tries to bounce it outside and goes nowhere. Met right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 now for Westwood. This uniform matchup, Jay, kind of looks like the inverse of what you'll see over at Kyle Field here in about a month and a half.
Say, this feels like a late season SEC game.
It feels weird to say that.
Classic SEC matchup.
Second and 10. Fake handoff. Waits to throw down the middle. He's got a man open. That is incomplete at the 50. Just slightly underthrew his intended receiver, Drew Norrell. Good defense as well for Round Rock to knock it away. It'll be third down. That was number 10, Noah Cockerum, to knock it away. Westwood offensively showing no fear with the play calling right now.
And there's no reason for them to fear. I mean, they're 1-5. They've got nothing to lose. They got to go out swinging. They want to try and stay alive in the playoffs. You got to try some stuff.
He had Norrell open down the middle there. Third and 10. And let's see, timeout called by Westwood. Head coach Anthony Wood did not like what he saw. And the timeout will be granted. 7:17 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Still no score after a pretty interesting first 4.5 to 5 minutes of football. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score some cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. That's AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then make sure you get paid that same day. I promise you all, it is that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 and Duval today. Together, let's drive. Third and 10 coming up for Westwood. No score in the ball game. 7:17 to go in this opening quarter of play. One that saw Westwood fumble the ball in the third snap of the game in a strip sack, but the Warriors able to hold Round Rock at the 4-yard line on a fourth down attempt. And now Westwood with the ball back. Third and 10 here. Trip receivers left for the Warriors. Single man down on the near side. Waits to throw, swings it out of the backfield. That is caught to the running back. And out to the races down the right sideline goes Xavion Sutton. That's a first down and a little more, a 22-yard gain.
That's the third time in 3 plays Westwood's found some holes in the Round Rock secondary.
That was nearly knocked away by the defender for Round Rock, too, and just got out of his reach. And nice use of Sutton, an explosive player in the backfield. Swing him out there into coverage against the linebacker. This time a pitch play to Sutton towards the left side. He's got a convoy of blockers and picks up a solid 6 yards on first down. Second down, 4 to go. Ball at the 48-yard line here for Westwood on the left hash. High snap, handled and handed off right up the middle to Sutton. He's got a first down into Round Rock territory at the 47. So that roughing the passer penalty really coming back to bite Round Rock now. They had Westwood off the field, pinned in at their own 5. Instead, the roughing the passer, now a 3rd and 10 conversion. Another first down here, and the Warriors find themselves in Round Rock territory.
You know, in a rivalry game, the last thing you want to do is give your opponent some energy. And between letting Westwood stop them in the red zone and then giving them a penalty for a free first down, Westwood's taking advantage.
1st and 10 here. Quick throw by Waits over the middle. He threw it behind his intended receiver, Drew Norrell. It'll be second down. Trying for the quick slant route there. Now, this is the other thing, too, for Westwood. Round Rock's a team that wants to hold the football, grind it to a halt, and just ultimately suffocate you defensively and with time of possession. And Westwood's kind of doing it a little bit to Round Rock here in this first quarter. This is the 10th play of the drive. 2nd and 10. Waits to throw again. Drops straight back. Pumps. Now throws, and it is almost intercepted and then almost caught. He was looking for Sutton. Ball went through the hands of the defender, Dylan Best. And Sutton nearly pulled it down. Instead, it's incomplete. 3rd and 10. Westwood and Round Rock bands going at it on each side here. Both of them take up full sections here at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex, which is saying something. If you've never been out to the Palace, make your way up here sometime. Gorgeous facility. 3rd and 10. To throw again. Waits over the middle. It is caught. Oh, now it falls incomplete. He threw it just behind his intended receiver there. Was number 3, Abe Whitley. Or excuse me, that was not Whitley. That was number 2, Weston Franz, a sophomore. Just a little bit behind him. He nearly came down with it at the 40. Instead, it's punt time.
It looked like he was going to hang on to it there for a second.
Well, it's a punt for Westwood, but for the Warriors, you would think this is probably a win of a possession. Got themselves deep out of their own territory, and now a chance to pin Round Rock back deep into theirs. Can flip the field here. That's number 30, Ryan Murphin, booting it away. That will roll. It is checking up nicely and stops at the 8-yard line for the Warriors. Well done on the punt. Ryan Murphin listed as a linebacker, doing the kicking duties there. A net 39-yard punt, but most importantly, no return, and Round Rock is pinned inside their own 10.
You know, you always want points whenever you're on offense, but it does have to feel like a little bit of a win for Westwood.
Yeah, I don't know. You certainly want to score, but I don't know too many coaches that are going to complain about flipping the field like that, being pinned up at the 5-yard line when you took over possession, and then you flip the field and push Round Rock back to their own 8. Dragons with their 2nd possession of the night. There's a handoff up the middle. And that will go nowhere. Westwood stuffs it. Just a yard gain for the Round Rock Dragons. It's Maldonado with the carry. Several Warriors in on the tackle, including big number 40 down there, Jacob Brown. 2nd and 9 coming. Single back set this time for the Dragons. Apple waiting for the snap, calls for it. It's low. He hands it off to Maldonado. Stutter steps in the backfield, now tries to get north and south. Ball's out. The ball is loose at the 13-yard line. Westwood says they have it. The Warriors think they have it. They're unpiling everyone, and it's going to be Round Rock ball. Round Rock able to fall back on top of it. Dylan Yeager, the sophomore, making the alert play. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Whew.
I tell you what, this Westwood defense is really injecting some energy into this sideline.
They have come to play tonight. 3rd and about 4.5. Empty back. Oh, excuse me. Maldonado back there again with Apple in the pistol formation. Apple takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Looks to throw, pressure coming. He lets it go. He's got a man that's caught. It's a 1st down to the 30-yard line. Well done by Jack Apple to face down the pressure and find Dylan Yeager coming across the formation. 16-yard gain and a 1st down. First and 10. Round Rock goes quickly. This is a handoff to Maldonado, right side. Nowhere to go. Drop for a loss in the backfield for about a yard or so. Caius Coy, the defensive end, shooting through the line. It'll be 2nd and 11. Round Rock, we mentioned, they've been winning. They play a lot of, they hold teams to 20 or 18 points a game, and usually in the 20-point range. But they also don't blow teams out too often. play a lot of 1.5, 2 possession type games. There's a reverse and a flea flicker back to the quarterback. Apple lets it go. He's got a man open, and it's dropped. It was open around the 42-yard line of Westwood, fell right into the breadbasket of number 9, Elijah Ellis, and he couldn't hang on to it. 3rd and 11. The reverse pitch back to the quarterback, and Apple unleashed one down there. 3rd and long here. Apple takes the snap, stays in the pocket, now being flushed out. Takes off running a flag down to the, or excuse me, it looked like a flag came down. Apple still on his feet, though. There is no flag, and Apple stepped out of bounds. Now, where do they mark him? Well, they're marching it back. I thought I saw a flag come down, but the ref picked it up immediately. Okay. Holding against Round Rock. It's funny. Oh, you know what? It's down there. It's just hiding right on the 20-yard line, so it's blending in with the yard line. Jay, can you see it?
Oh, you can barely see it.
That was the perfect falling right on the white down there to make the yellow, the highlighted yellow, hard to see. So it is 3rd down and 20 now. That wipes away what would have been a first down scramble for Jack Apple. See if Round Rock just keeps this on the ground and punts it away now. Apple fakes the handoff, rolling left. He's going to tuck it and run. Got a little bit of space to the near side. He's got a first down and more out to the 47. Jack Apple with a designed run on the option keeper to the left side. Picks up 29 and moves the sticks.
Kind of a heartbreaker if you're Westwood, but what a run by Jack Apple.
1st and 10 for the Dragons. And, yeah, that's a bit of a backbreaker there early for the Westwood defense that had them in 3rd and 20. Handoff, Maldonado. Picks up about a yard or 2. 2nd down coming up. Moose Garlington checking into the game for the first time tonight.
One of my favorite names in football.
Moose can run, too. We've seen him get loose a few times here this season. Had a really good game. I believe it was against McNeil a few weeks ago. They shift everyone left. Now send a man in motion. That's Reggie Hurley. That will give it to Hurley on the fly sweep. Makes a couple of men miss and gets into Westwood territory near the line to gain. Maybe about a half yard short of the first down. Third down and about 24 inches or so for Round Rock. 1:35 left in this opening quarter. Handoff up the middle. First down and plenty more for the Round Rock Dragons out to the 36-yard line. That was Garlington with the carry. Pickup of 8 for him as the Dragons starting to get their offense going. And you could point back to that 29-yard run from the quarterback, Jack Apple, really being the turning point of this drive here, Jay.
Yeah, you really thought Westwood was going to force him into a punt, but Round Rock did what Round Rock does. They ran the ball really well.
First and 10. Handoff, Garlington up the middle, nowhere to go. Moose Garlington swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Couple of Westwood Warriors there, including Caius Coy, who really leads that defensive line. 2nd and 10 coming. Round Rock in no rush. Might even let this quarter roll out. They don't have to snap it if they don't want to. Twin receivers on each side. Garlington takes the handoff to the right side, finds a hole, cuts upfield across the 25, still on his feet, and take it down near the 20. First down run for Moose Garlington as he picks up 16, and that is how the first quarter will come to an end. We're through 12 minutes of football tonight at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex. No score between Westwood and Round Rock in the battle for the bell. Back in just a second. This is Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
We head to the second quarter. No score between Westwood and Round Rock as the class of 1984. The alumni for Westwood being honored down on the field right now. They graduated, 40 years ago this year from Westwood. So glad to have them back here being honored by their soon-to-be fellow alums. A lot of students showing up tonight for Westwood. Good to see. No score between Round Rock and the Dragons and the Warriors, although Round Rock is driving here. They have an 11-play drive going that started at their own 8-yard line. They stand at the Westwood 20 when we get going back in play. Both teams had chances in that first quarter. Westwood, with a strip sack fumble that they gave up on their opening drive, gave Round Rock great field position, but the Dragons could not capitalize, turn it over on downs. Westwood able to flip the field, although their drive stalled out in Round Rock territory. Now the Dragons on a long march themselves here. Looks like Moose Garlington stays in at running back here for the Dragons, as Jack Apple has two up backs with him. Fake handoff, Apple to throw, pressure coming, hit from behind as he let it go. It's incomplete. He had Caius Coy coming in his face. And then number 32, Cam Green, hitting him from behind. And right as he let it go. Just a little bit long with the pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. Man in motion. Dylan Yeager going across the formation. They'll hand this to Garlington on the stretch play to the left side. Cuts it upfield to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Round Rock Dragons. Moose Garlington from 20 yards out over the left side. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And Round Rock gets on the board first here early in the second quarter. The Moose got loose there. Well blocked, and the extra point still yet to be kicked as the team makes a last-second decision to switch off into special teams mode here. 13-play drive for the Dragons. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is true. 7-0 your score. The Dragons on top of the Warriors. Just underway here in the second quarter. 13 plays, 5 minutes, 50 seconds off the clock. Took 92 yards. Capped off by the 20-yard scamper from Moose Garlington. And the ground game really got going there, that drive for Round Rock there. Jay?
Well, like you said earlier, this is exactly what Round Rock likes to do. Control the ball, pound the ball downfield. They didn't really have any monstrous plays. Well, they did have that one 29-yard run that saved the drive. But outside of that, just run the ball, be strong, take up time. That's just how Round Rock likes to play.
Yeah, that really was the key play. Jack Apple on the sweep to the left side, the quarterback on 3rd and 20, able to keep the ball, get a 29-yard run to move the sticks and keep that drive alive. Otherwise, Round Rock is going to be punting after about 6 plays there. Instead, they're able to extend it to a 13-play scoring march to take the 7-0 lead.
And I know Round Rock just scored, but I feel like if you're Westwood 0-0 after 1 quarter, you got to feel kind of good about that. But you are going to have to get on the board now.
Yeah, Westwood's going to get the offense moving a little bit. Not a bad drive last time for the Warriors. A drive that started at their own 4. They got all the way to the Round Rock 47 before finally stalling out.
Yeah, just a couple little misfires that kind of stalled that drive for them.
Be curious to see if Westwood maybe gets back to the ground attack a little more, too. They've had some success on the ground, but have been trying to throw the ball maybe a bit more than expected tonight. Kickoff will be fielded at the 6-yard line by the Warriors. And a hole up the middle, finally wrapped up around the 28-yard line. Scott Uffelman with the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Westwood, right around the 28. $11:42 to go in this first half. Round Rock 7, Westwood nothing. Cooper Waits will lead the offense back out there for the Westwood Warriors on this big sports weekend in the city of Austin and the Central Texas region. I was told earlier the airport was packed with people coming in this weekend. Quick throw, swing pass out to the right side, incomplete. Waits looking for his running back, Xavier Sutton again. And there's something you see already tonight, is trying to get Sutton into the passing game. He only had 3 receptions all year coming into the game. That's the 3rd target to him already in this game.
Well, we did mention earlier we're going to need some other people to step up. And I know Sutton's getting his runs, but getting somebody else to catch the ball is going to be huge if Westwood can get it going.
2nd and 10. Round Rock playing a 4-2-5 defense here. As a handoff to Sutton, tries to bounce it off the left side. Stiffs arm the first man, but not the second. Just picks up a yard. 3rd and 9 coming up now for the Warriors. Waits has had a few receivers open in this game so far. Just kind of misfired on the passes.
Yeah, last series they found some holes in that Round Rock defense. They just couldn't capitalize.
To be expected, Cooper Waits just a sophomore, so there's going to be growing pains. Good experience, though, for this young Westwood roster heading into next season and through the rest of this one as well. 4-man rush. Waits to throw into double coverage, incomplete. Looking for his big target out there. Number 89, Charlie Fry, the junior tight end. Nowhere to go with it. It'll be 4th down. So the Warriors will punt it away. And Aiden Walker will head deep for Round Rock to return. Get you updated on some scores here in just a bit. Actually, we'll start doing it right now because Round Rock has taken a timeout with 10:51 to go in this 3rd quarter. So let's get the old scoreboard refreshed for you and tell you what's happening around high school ball, and we'll even get you caught up on some college scores tonight, some games going on. I mentioned last night's finals, so we're not going to worry about those. Rouse is all over Killeen Chaparral, 23-0, early 2nd quarter. Good baseball game happening just about a mile away as the crow flies. Vista Ridge 5, Cedar Ridge 3. Actually, I'm sorry, that's not over there. This game is actually over at Dragon Stadium in Round Rock. So this game is one you can see on the iHSFAN network. My apologies, folks. I got my Cedars wrong. I was thinking it was Cedar Park that was hosting. Cedar Ridge is hosting. This game's being played on the iHSFAN network right now. 5-3 in a district game between Vista Ridge and Cedar Ridge in the 2nd quarter. Georgetown leading the Battle of Georgetown over Eastview, 18-7, start of the second quarter there. Leander 8, Lake Belton 7 at the start of the second. Also in the district, Stony Point with a 21-14 lead on the road at Hutto over the Hippos. And Vandergrift squeezing Manor early, 28-0. There's a nice punt, booted away, fielded by Aiden Walker. He called for the fair catch, and it'll be made right at the 33. A 5-3 football game.
That's not a score you see very often.
I went to a college game a few weeks ago and watched Northwestern score 5 the entire night. So
that sounds like Northwestern.
Happened to be in Seattle for a weekend for going up there till a little early for work and decided to go see Husky Stadium. And, yeah, Northwestern's offense struggled all night. 1st and 10 here. Round Rock with the football, leading 7-0. Handoff, Maldonado back in the game, and Joaquin Maldonado is able to pick up about 5. Actually, 4 is the official mark, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Keeps them ahead of the chains. Pistol formation with a couple of tight ends. Fake handoff, Apple to throw. He's got a man open. He finds one of those tight ends. It's big number 85, Daniel Berry, still on his feet, carrying a defender with him, and he's inside the 30, down to the 28.
That's what you love to see with a tight end.
Gave him a big target, just kept on going. Tough to bring down there. 35-yard gain. 1st and 10 now. Handoff, Maldonado waiting patiently behind blockers. And won't get to go too far. Only picks up a yard or 2 down to the 27. Feels like an important drive for the Westwood defense. With the offense struggling right now, you can't let Round Rock get too far out in front, or this game can slip away pretty quick.
It also suddenly feels like Westwood's defense has been out there for an awfully long time already.
Yeah, that 13-play drive really exacerbated some things. This is the defense's 24th snap of the night already. Maldonado takes another handoff and nowhere to go. Couple of defenders right there on him. Jack Kelly and Caius Coy drop him for a loss. Back to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 12. Good play there by Kelly, the defensive back, to step up and run in the run game. Third and 12 here. 3 receivers and a couple of tight ends with a single back set. Option out to the left side. Maldonado with Apple. It's well played by the defense, and Coy's able to clean it up. But credit to the entire Westwood defense for stringing that one out. They had the option out to Maldonado covered, forced Apple to keep the football, and he just had nowhere to go.
That's back-to-back big plays from the Westwood defense. That was a big stop.
4th and 12. Round Rock kind of in no man's land. They're going to go for this. Maybe try to hard count and see if they can get a free 5 yards and make it a bit easier. And nope, it's going to be a pooch punt. And it will drop perfectly at the 3. Check up. Did Westwood call timeout? There's a flag. There's a flag on the field. Illegal motion. That's a break for the Warriors, because Round Rock and Jack Apple just pulled off a little pooch punt. Apple dropped it at the 3-yard line.
That's a heck of a pooch punt.
4th and 16 now. Round Rock lining up like they're going to go again. See if they drop back to punt one more time. Yeah, they will. Apple will kick it. Nobody deep for Westwood. It's a high snap. Apple barely gets it away. This one doesn't go or get as far. Gets a nice little bounce, but it will settle at the 10. Apple, though, lucky to get that one away. It was a high snap. He had pressure coming on him, too.
I didn't think he was going to get it away, but what a series by the Westwood defense. Really giving themselves a chance here in this game so far.
Westwood still trailing 7-0. 7:10 to go in this first half of play. Warriors taking over at their own 10-yard line. See how Westwood decides to attack this defense. They have been struggling through the air tonight. Handoff right up the middle to Sutton. And Xavier Sutton picks up a couple. Don't know that Westwood wants to get too aggressive here deep in their own territory. And, you know, even though they're down, I think if you're the Warriors, if you can get to the half, 7-0, you kind of regroup, maybe talk things through offensively, but feel like you get a little bit of a shot coming into the second half.
Yeah, that feels like it'd be almost a dream scenario for Westwood.
Yeah, be in the football game. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Down the left side, it's incomplete. Overshoots his intended target, Norrell, who was bracketed with double coverage. Aiden Walker really playing well at cornerback position down there. It'll be 3rd down and long. We'll do a full scoreboard update at the half. Even look at some college games for you. A couple of those going on right now. Oregon leading Purdue in a classic Friday night Big Ten matchup in West Lafayette, Louisiana. Or West Lafayette, Indiana, excuse me. 14-0 Oregon on top, trying to back up that big win against Ohio State with another. Duke leads Florida State 17-6. There's a delayed handoff to Sutton, cuts it up the middle, had a defender right in his face when he took the football, just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So another 3 and out for Westwood. Each of our 3 of their 4 drives have been 3 and outs.
Westwood's going to have to figure out something here to get some of their star players loose because they can't keep going 3 and out.
Yeah, eventually, you mentioned it. This Westwood defense has been out there a lot tonight. Westwood has 17 offensive snaps. Round Rock has snapped the ball 26 times already tonight. Pressure coming. Kick just gets away. It is a high spiraling punt fielded at the 45. Ball is dropped but picked immediately up by Aiden Walker. And they're going to say he called for a fair catch. So I guess they're going to mark it at the 45. I can't advance it after you do that.
It did look like he waved his arm there before he caught it.
So he muffed the punt, but you cannot advance it. Round Rock takes over at the 46-yard line. They continuously get pretty good field position, have the Dragons tonight. Just the one real bad spot down at the 8. Everything else has been decent or great even. They took the ball over once at the Westwood 20.
And the bad spot was when they scored.
True. Snap, fake handoff, throw to the far side. It's caught, but a short gain. Snagged out of the air by Reggie Hurley. Scott Uffelman quickly ushered him out of bounds. Just a gain of 4. Second and 6 now for the Dragons. Man in motion left to right. Handoff. That is Moose Garlington trying to stretch it outside. Nowhere to go this time. Submarined out there in the backfield. Maybe picks up a yard. Finn Cheney shooting in for the defensive backfield. 3rd down and 4 coming. They tried that same stretch play that Garlington scored on earlier. 3rd and 4. Apple checks with the sideline, now communicates with the offensive line. Turns around, pump fakes, now throws down the right sideline. Got a man that is caught. It's a first down and more. Off to the races to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Round Rock Dragons, Reggie Hurley. Reggie Hurley from 49 yards out pulls it in, shakes and bakes, and finds his way into the end zone on the pump and go from Jack Apple. .49-yard pass, the extra point coming. As Round Rock will extend the lead here. Quick strike, 3-play drive for the Dragons. And the extra point is no good. So the extra point misses, 13-0. Your score, Round Rock leading the football game. 3 plays, a minute and 35 off the clock on that drive. It traversed 55 yards. Apple to Hurley on the 49-yard touchdown pass. And that one feels one like now if you're Westwood, knowing that Round Rock gets the football coming out of the locker room, the Warriors have got to find a way to find the end zone and get some points here before the half.
You really want to respond right now because you don't want to go down 3 scores out of the half if you don't have to. It really felt like Westwood's been focusing on the Round Rock running game, and Round Rock really made him pay for it on that last one.
Well, and they should be. I mean, that's Jack Apple's longest pass of the season. That touchdown pass at 49 yards. His previous long was 39. So it makes sense for Westwood to be selling out, trying to stop the run. Just a really nice pump and go there from Apple to find his receiver Hurley. Kickoff, an end-over-end boot sent towards the 9-yard line where it's fielded and brought out. That is Uffelman spinning off a couple of players and finally take it down around the 26. 4 minutes, 13 seconds left in this opening half of play. Each team with a couple of timeouts in their pocket to work with. This big crowd on hand tonight. Milling about. I tell you what, it's been hot all year. This is just a perfect night to spend a Friday evening away outside and enjoy some football.
Feels great outside. Kind of wish we could knock these windows down.
Yeah, I know. There's a quick snap, throw near side, and the bubble screen is complete to Drew Norrell, finally getting the ball in his hands. And Norrell picks up about 4 yards. A nice little first down play, but a flag coming down might send it back. You like Westwood getting the ball into their playmakers' hands.
Yeah, get a little creative. Do what you have to do to get them in their hands. But, man, that Round Rock defense just swarms.
Officials conversing, trying to figure out what the official call will be. Didn't feel like the play took long enough to have an illegal man downfield.
Flag didn't look they're in the right spot for holding.
They picking it up. Personal foul. Chop block. So it was on the inside. Chop block against the Westwood Warriors will back them up 15 yards. Takes them back to the 19. Actually, excuse me, it's back to the 14. If that's the case, the down should count at that point. Because it was a 4-yard gain to the 29. 15 yards after that would mean that the down would count. the down doesn't count, then they should take it back a few more yards, and it's first and, oh, they're going to say first and 22. Okay. Well, there you go, first and 22. Apple taking the snap, swings it out again. That's complete, gets a couple of blocks. That was not Apple, that was Waits swinging it out. I got my team sheets mixed up there. That's my apologies, folks. Ontario Jackman Jr., the receiver, bringing it in to pick up a couple. Second down and long coming. Westwood in no hurry here. They might just try to be bleeding this clock a little bit and try to get in the locker room and regroup. Only down 13-0. Game's not out of reach. The offense has got to find a spark. Snap. Waits, looking to throw. Surveys the field. Now escapes out of the pocket left, being chased from behind. Lets it go at the last second as he got drilled, and it's incomplete.
Man, he took a real hit right there.
Dylan Best stepped up and laid the wood to him. Third down coming. And Westwood, by the way, is in danger of their third straight 3-and-out here.
They're going to have to figure out something at halftime. There's got to be some way to attack this Round Rock defense and get the ball into their playmakers' hands.
Yeah, for Westwood, I tell you what, if you remember that roughing the passer penalty they gave them that kind of sparked their longest drive of the night. Without that, every drive would be 3-and-out so far tonight. That's
not what you're looking for on offense.
It has been a struggle to move the ball for the Warriors. And timeout called with 3rd and 22 coming up. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score some cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. That's AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com, and then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's drive. 13-0 here. The Round Rock Dragons lead Westwood, and if you have been following along on the scoreboard and wondering why it still says 7-0, well, it's because I forgot to click the button. My apologies, folks. 13-0 your score. The Dragons lead it by 2 scores.
This is harder than it looks like, folks.
Yeah, sometimes folks watching, you might think, oh, we got this huge crew. It's literally just Jay and I up here doing everything. Running camera, keeping score, calling a game, looking at stats. No spotters. Gets tough. High snap, brought down, and then kept by Tillman Subbets. Third quarterback on the roster, or excuse me, he's played quarterback some this year. He has appeared in every game. Gets a few yards, but it'll be 4th down. And that might be an adjustment for Westwood the rest of the way. Maybe you start with the run game, get your quarterback a little more involved, and spread out this Round Rock defense just a bit. Get the eye discipline, or test the eye discipline, I should say. Well, another punt. Rush coming, nearly got there. Punt just able to get off. It is bobbled once again. Aiden Walker really struggling tonight. He muffed the last one. That one was off his pads, but he's able to bring it in safely, and it's right at midfield. So Round Rock gets great field position with 2:42 to go in the half.
I'm kind of surprised Westwood didn't try and run more time off the clock before they punted that one. There was still 15 seconds or so left in the play clock.
They were coming out of the timeout.
Oh, right.
.242 to go in this second quarter of play. Round Rock 13, Westwood 0. Update from Durham, North Carolina. Florida State took the opening kick of the second half back for a touchdown. They now only trail by 4, 17-13 against the Duke Blue Devils. Got a trivia question for you here in a second. As Apple, keeps it on the fake handoff. pushed out of bounds toward the near sideline and picks up a couple. The Duke Blue Devils came into tonight a couple-point favorite against Florida State. Longtime ACC companions. They have played 20 games against Florida State historically. How many have they won? Give you a second. 2nd and 8 coming in. Rolling left. Apple looking to throw, and he is hit hard in the backfield. Drop for a sack. Woo! Hello, Cannon Olafson, the sophomore, with the big stick for the sack, and it'll be a loss of about 5.
Cannon's a great name for what just happened right there.
Shot out of a cannon for that one. That hurt me. I'm up here. Timeout called. 3rd down coming. 3rd and 15. 21st meeting all time tonight between Duke and Florida State. How many times has Duke beaten Florida State?
Well, I'm guessing, given the trivia question, it's either going to be a lot more than I think or a lot less than I think.
Give me a number.
I'm going to say they've won half.
The answer is 0.
0.
Duke
okay,
has never beaten Florida State.
That's interesting.
And Florida State tonight this struggling football team for the Seminoles trying to avoid infamy by being the first team in Florida State history to ever lose to the Duke Blue Devils.
And Duke's had some good teams. They've even won the ACC a couple times.
They've not been bad, but FSU.
Interesting.
Now, I think a few of those years FSU avoided playing Duke, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Because they had divisions at the time. But yeah, it's one of the more interesting little stats that I heard this week in some of the podcasts that I listened to.
Interesting.
We got 3rd and 15 coming up here for the Round Rock Dragons. This Westwood defense continues to play tough tonight. Round Rock 13, Westwood nothing. 1:54 to go in the second quarter. Excuse me. There's a handoff to Maldonado. He's able to get about 7 back. And that might be a situation where Round Rock decides to just punt it away, pin Westwood back, and force the offense of Westwood to do something. Otherwise, just go to the half with a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, if I was Round Rock, I think the safe bet feels like to punt this away. Don't try anything funny and give Westwood a chance to get back in the game.
Warriors call timeout with 1:44 to go here in the quarter. I would expect Round Rock to kick this away. See if Westwood can get something going on offense. This Westwood team, a club, they're replacing a lot from last year. If you look down the roster, up and down, and the thing you see from Round Rock, there's a lot of seniors. It's a senior-heavy roster. For Westwood, a lot of sophomores and a lot of juniors. And on Round Rock's roster right now, I'm looking down it, I see 2-3 sophomores on the entire roster. When you look at Westwood, there are several sophomores starting tonight, including the quarterback, which Westwood's kind of having to recycle through players because that's what happens in college football and high school ball. Guys graduate, guys get older, and they move out of the program. So Westwood, a team that they were right in the thick of it for the playoffs last year and were the odd team out in a 4-way tie for 3 playoff spots. And this year just kind of rebuilding a little bit. But this defense has come to play tonight. And that is a high snap over the kicker's head all the way back at the 15. Westwood gets a break. Gibson Granger couldn't do anything after the snap except fall on it. A loss of 33 yards for Round Rock and fantastic field position for Westwood with a chance to get on the board here before the half.
Man, if you're Westwood, this is your opportunity. This is where you got to figure out some way to get into the end zone.
Westwood gets the ball at the 14-yard line. Plenty of time on the clock. 1 timeout to work with. Got to take advantage if you're the Warriors. Let's see who's out there at quarterback after Subbix took the last snap. It will be Cooper Waits again. 5 receivers. Empty backfield. Waits to throw. Rush coming. Steps up. Lets it go. It's incomplete. Looking for Norrell, who was bracketed by 3 defensive players. Not a whole lot of time to throw there either.
Yeah, he had to make a decision really quick. But if Norrell's got 3 guys on him, you think somebody's got to be open.
I'll tell you something that Westwood might think about doing, and it looked like it would have been there if Waits wanted it, but might be a chance to spread out Round Rock because they're bringing heat every time they can, and maybe play a little quarterback draw.
Yeah, catch him off guard a little bit.
Catch him off guard, slow down that pass rush just a little bit. There's a handoff over the right side, room to work with. Down to the 6-yard line goes Xavion Sutton. Made a couple of men miss with a jump cut in the backfield. A 7-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3. See if they go right back to him. Pitch play to Sutton, left side, and he loses a yard. So it is 4th down and 4. The Warriors can pick up a new set of downs if they can find the 4-yard line. But it looks like they're going to sub out here. They're going to go for this. Don't see any kicker coming on. Drew Norrell will take the snap at quarterback.
I like the aggressiveness.
Maybe like a sweep option play. And then there's movement. Trying to go with a different package with Norrell at quarterback, the usual wide receiver, with the sweep read option. But there was movement on the line of scrimmage. We wait for the official call. And this is going against Round Rock. They called delay of game on Round Rock. So somebody must have been, that penalty happens when somebody's clapping, when somebody's chirping or something like that, to throw off the snap count. That's not allowed by the defense, and that must have been what happened down there. So it's a 1st down for Westwood on the 5-yard penalty to the 3-yard line.
Round Rock's not going to be happy about that one. You just gave your rivals a fresh 1st down with 3 yards to go.
1st and goal now. And they will stay in the same package to Westwood with Drew Norrell at quarterback. And now, looks like the officials trying to adjudicate something with head coach Anthony Wood for the Westwood Warriors. .41 seconds left in this half. Westwood trying to get on the scoreboard. High snap, fielded by Norrell. Goes right up the middle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Drew Norrell with a rushing score, and Westwood takes advantage of the bad snap on the punt and punches it in with 38 seconds to go in the half, cutting the lead down to a score.
That's exactly what they needed right there. 3 would have been fine, but 6 is really what you wanted there. This is really going to change how the game looks here starting the second half.
3-yard rush from Norrell. Untouched in the end zone. The extra point is good. And it is 13-7. Round Rock still with the lead. But this game looks way, way different than it did just a minute ago. And that snap on the punt, really the big difference, Jay.
Yeah, that was the big opportunity Westwood was looking for, and they took advantage of it.
4-play, 14-yard drive. It took a minute and 5 seconds off the clock. Really 2 plays that made the difference there. You had the punt, the high snap that lost 35 yards and set up the drive in the first place, but also that delay of game defensively that gave a new set of downs when it would have been 4th and 3, 4th and 4. Instead, new set of downs, and Westwood punches it in on the next play.
Yeah, they went from a real chance to stop them cold with no points to getting them right back in the game.
13-7. Westwood on the scoreboard. And we have got a game here now in this Battle of the Bell. And I'm not going to take 20 minutes to get them on the board this time. I actually remember to put it up on our scoreboard. Oh. Well, the run up and the kick. Little short end over end. It'll be fielded around the 23-yard line. It is fielded by big number 85, Daniel Berry. He's still on his feet. He's deep into Westwood territory down the sideline to the 20, to the 10, and finally pushed out of bounds at the 12. Oh, man. Daniel Berry nearly took one to the house on the short kickoff return, but it might be coming back. Flag down right about where he caught it. And it'll be a hold against Round Rock.
What a break for Westwood. That could have been really deflating.
The Dragons have shot themselves in the foot on a few occasions in this first half tonight. And there are points on the board and off the board potentially that this could easily be a 20-0 type game. And instead, they're going to go into the half, most likely 13-7.
Yeah, you think back to their very first drive when they went for it on fourth down instead of taking the easy points. Then obviously the punt and the delay of game that led to the Westwood touchdown.
Yeah, and I know they scored on the next drive, but don't forget that penalty in the end zone that forced out a first down that allowed Westwood to go on a long march too. It has not been a clean game from Round Rock tonight. It's kept Westwood in this football game, along with Westwood's defense continuing to play tough. The penalty backs Round Rock up to the 23. And let's see how the Dragons decide to play this. Maybe they'll run it and try to break a run. Otherwise, it might just go to the half here. Man in motion. It's a handoff to Maldonado. Picks up about 4 or 5 rather, out to the 30 or to the 28. Round Rock in no rush to snap it, and I think they're just going to go to the half. The offense kind of standing around the ball, but this will be halftime as the clock has run out, and we will go to the locker room. 13-7, Dragons leading the Warriors, but we got a good contest here in the Battle of the Bell at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex on homecoming night for Westwood. We're back in just a second with a halftime show. We'll tell you how it all went down. We'll get you caught up on scores from around the area and in college ball too, and get you set for the second half. 13-7, Round Rock with the lead. This is Round Rock ISD football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN network.
Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the city of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today.
Only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045.
Longtime MacLeod parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good.
Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more. In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Mays Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
Halftime here at the Keller Reese Athletic Complex, where the Round Rock Dragons lead the Westwood Warriors by a score of 13-7. Brad Tillery, Jay Brooks here with you in the broadcast booth tonight. Let's tell you how it all went down in that opening half of play. Westwood on the third snap of the game had it 3rd and long and had a strip sack fumble. Round Rock able to force the ball out and took it over at the Westwood 20. Round Rock got a first down, got it down to the 4, and then went for it on 4th and goal from the 4. And it was incomplete, and that turned it over on down. So Westwood got the football back at their own 4, took advantage of a penalty, moved it all the way to the Round Rock 47 before having to punt it away. And then midway through the first quarter, Round Rock took over at their own 8-yard line and go on a 13-play, 92-yard march. That took 5 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock. Moose Garlington from 20 yards out with the touchdown run to make it 7-0. The teams would trade punts for the next few possessions before Round Rock struck quickly, this time a 3-play drive for 55 yards, and Jack Apple was able to find Reggie Hurley for a 49-yard touchdown pass, the longest pass of the season for Apple. That made it 13-0 after the extra point was missed. Westwood would go 3 and out, and it looked like Round Rock would get great field position at their own 50. They did. Westwood's defense, though, held, forced Round Rock to punt, and a bad snap sailed over the punter's head all the way back to the 14-yard line. So Westwood got great field position at the Round Rock 14, and 4 plays later on first down after it was 4th and 4. A delay of game was called against the defense, and so that gave Westwood first and goal from the 3. They would punch it in on a Drew Norrell 3-yard run right up the middle. 13-7 is where we land after one half of football. And Jay, your assessment after that first half?
Man, I think the story of the first half is the Westwood defense. They've been doing everything they can to keep Westwood in the game. And, you see this a lot when you see upsets. And the better team makes some mistakes, lets the not expected to win team hang around a little bit. And, coming out in the halftime, you got yourself a 6-point game. If you're Westwood, you got to feel great because you have a chance in this game.
The Battle of the Bell, a rivalry game tonight, and it is a 6-point game here at the half. Westwood hanging around with Round Rock as the Dragons they're playing well. They're dominating in the stat sheet, you think, but just a couple of key mistakes have really allowed Westwood to stay in this game. And credit to them, Westwood has taken advantage, especially when they got the ball down in Round Rock's red zone on that last possession.
Yeah, I think Round Rock definitely has some things to work on for putting Westwood in those positions, but you give credit to Westwood for taking advantage of those positions when they get them. And again, their defense has been bend not break, I think maybe is the best way to say it for Westwood.
Let's take you around the Friday night scoreboard in the area. Rouse leads Killeen Chaparral 30-0 at the break. Also at the half here on a game you can see on the iHSFAN network right now. Cedar Ridge 12, Vista Ridge 10. At one point that game was 5-3. I think Vista Ridge had 5, so has Vista Ridge had 2 safeties in that game? I'm confused. It was 5-3 at one point.
It was 5-3.
But it is 12-10. I'll have to go look that one up later. Cedar Ridge with the lead over Vista Ridge, and they're playing over at Dragon Stadium in Round Rock. You can see that game right now on iHSFAN, so maybe you can double box our game and that one going on at the same time. Georgetown in the Battle of Georgetown, bossing the Eastview Patriots 45-7 at the half right now, showing them who the kings of Birkelbach Field are. Lake Belton, a 20-15 lead over Leander. That happening at the break. Also at the half, San Saba 21, Thorndale nothing. I think it was San Saba that I saw earlier, if I'm not mistaken. I saw something going around Twitter, and I gotta get the actual town right. It might have been San Saba, where there's they play in an older stadium, and they actually play on an old cemetery because it was a old cemetery that they were moving. I don't know. They basically moved many of the deceased to other areas, but there are still 50 apparent plots in there that they play a football field on now for years and years since 1936. It's pretty interesting.
Well, this is the month to do it.
Good game here in the district. Stony Point and Hutto tied at 21 at the half at the home of the Hippos. Holland 29, Johnson City nothing. That went at halftime. Vandergrift here in the district swallowing up Manor 42-0. They're at the break over there in Manor. Glenn and Cedar Park tied up at 14 in a game just around the corner at Gumpton Stadium. That's about a mile away from here. Elgin 42, Crockett nothing. They're early in the second quarter. Lake Travis 21, Dripping Springs 7, getting to the half there. Wimberley 27, Gerald 8. They're late in the second quarter. Burnett leads Lampasas in a good one, 17-14. That game late in the second quarter in a game between two towns that aren't too far apart from each other. And both have a great hamburger restaurant in both of those towns too. The one with Lampasas, they're the same restaurant. The one in Lampasas is right next to the football stadium, so you can get a burger, get a shake. It's one of those old school ones, and you just walk right into the game. It's great. Bastrop 49, Navarro nothing. Heading to the half there. The Bears heading to a victory. College Station 17, Hayes 6. They are in the second quarter. Austin High leading Aikens 21-0. The Maroons getting a victory, looks like, tonight. down at Burger Stadium, the home of Matthew McConaughey. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the stadium where, if you remember the end of Dazed and Confused, that is the field that they all hang out on before going to Houston to pick up concert tickets for Aerosmith. It is at Burger Stadium where they shot that. Travis leads Maynard Newtek 48-0. Actually, that game's over, 48-0 final. Bowie trails Westlake 28-0 at the half. McCallum playing at House Park tonight. They lead Connolly 18-15 in the second quarter. Pflugerville and Liberty Hill tied at 14 at the half. And Anderson with a 28-0 lead over Bastrop Cedar Creek. Elsewhere in college football, a couple of updates around there for you. Let's see what's going on. I'm looking at the live streams here in my scoreboard app. Let's see. Here we go. Let me get your scores. I'm going to change my app real fast. Oregon, number 2 team in the country, on the road at Purdue tonight. They lead 21-0, heading towards halftime there. And in the ACC, Duke with a 20-13 lead over Florida State. Midway are getting towards the end of the third quarter. Also later tonight, Oklahoma State will head to Provo to take on the undefeated number 13 ranked BYU Cougars. And Fresno State and Nevada going to go at it in Reno. That should be a pretty good football game tonight. If you want an underrated game, Fresno State and Nevada in the Mountain West tonight. I bet that'll be a lot of fun. Catch that one when we're all done here at the Battle of the Bell on the iHSFAN Network. Don't forget, you can like and subscribe to iHSFAN here on YouTube. Every time we go live with a game, you'll get a notification. You won't miss a single snap the rest of the season anywhere that we have games going on. 13-7 your score here at the half. Round Rock leading it over Westwood. We're going to step aside, take a break here at halftime, and come back with the second half of play as they do homecoming festivities here for the Westwood Warriors. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff of half number 2. Stick around. We'll be back in just a bit. This is Round Rock ISD Football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network. Back here at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex, we get set for the second half of football tonight between the Round Rock Dragons and the Westwood Warriors. It is Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network. Brad Tillery, Jay Brooks here with you from the booth tonight in what has been an interesting and good football game, a defensive battle which we kind of expected, but Westwood getting a break towards the end of that first half, Jay. They cash in with a touchdown, and we got a one-score game with the Dragons getting the football to start this second half.
Yeah, I think we're going to learn a lot about how this game is going to shape out here with the first drive from each team here in the second half.
Westwood will boot it away to start half number 2. It will be Aiden Walker deep, as he has had a little trouble fielding some kicks tonight, especially in the punt game. Round Rock wearing the white uniforms, trimmed out in maroon, and the maroon numerals. Westwood in the burnt orange tops, the white pants, and the white helmets. We'll keep you apprised of everything going else around the district and the area tonight as well, as the moon continues to rise and shine brightly over that northeast end zone corner. Here's the run up in the boot. It's a little kick that'll be fielded at the 28. On the run up, a big hole to work with, and off to the races goes Aiden Walker, taking the opening kick of the second half to the house. Touchdown, Round Rock Dragons.
What a play, man.
They tried the short kickoff again, did Westwood. Last time it nearly bit them. They got lucky on the hold penalty. This time, Round Rock takes advantage.
Yeah, you're right. That's two kicks in a row where Round Rock's had great returns. They just happen to have a penalty on the last one. Not the start you're looking for if you're Westwood.
Kickoff return TD, Aiden Walker. 70-ish yards. Extra point, good. And it is 20-7 in favor of Round Rock, and that is how you start a half if you're the Dragons. My goodness.
9 seconds, 1 touchdown.
Right off the opening kick of the second half, he had a massive hole to work with. I don't know that he was touched.
No, it didn't look like they had anybody anywhere near him the entire run.
Trying to get the scoreboard updated, folks. Excuse me here. Computer's being a little finicky. There we go. 20-7, your score in favor of Round Rock now. And it's just got a little tougher for Westwood. They have struggled to move the ball tonight. Their only touchdown came on a short field. And now they find themselves down by 13 again without touching the football here in the second half. Gibson Granger to kick it away. Here's the run up from Granger. He boots it, and that will sail through the end zone. A touchback as Round Rock will force Westwood to drive the field starting at their own 25. See how the Warriors respond to that kick return to start this second half. Temperature continuing to drop tonight on this gorgeous evening in Central Texas. 75 degrees outside right now.
Perfect football weather.
It's absolutely amazing out there. Looks like Westwood may have made a quarterback change here. Tillman Subbix hands this one off up the middle for a yard or so. See if Westwood goes to an option-style ground game here. Subbix has played quarterback in every game this year at some point. He is 30 for 57 through the air. 415 yards under his belt. But also a bit of a threat on the ground when he wants to be. Second and 9. He'll drop the pass. Floats one up down the left side, overshoots his receiver and nearly intercepted. Aiden Walker laid out for it, couldn't grab it. Drew Norrell was the intended target. 3rd down and 9 coming for Westwood very quickly.
You really want to avoid another 3 and out here if you can.
Yeah, Westwood had a ton of those in the first half. 4 of their drives, of their 6 total drives in the first half, were 3 and out. Third down and 9. Snap, Subics to throw. Looking left, has a clean pocket, lets it go, and it's incomplete off the hands of Therese Harrison, the sophomore receiver. Just couldn't haul it in. Pretty good throw there into tight coverage. It'll be 4th down. So it will be a 3 and out for Westwood. Round Rock defense holds. Ryan Murfin will boot it away, and this time a different returner coming out for Round Rock. Dylan Yeager, the sophomore receiver, will be the deep man. There's a low snap. Murfin able to get it away. A wobbly punt, fair catch called for, and bobbled but secured around the 39-yard line by Yeager. He was backpedaling there. He kind of lost the football for a second, was able to bring it in.
There seems to be a pretty big difference between the Round Rock kickoff returning and the punt returning tonight.
Yeah, the punt return's been an adventure tonight for the Dragons. Ball at the 39 to start this drive for Round Rock. It has been an eventful first 58 seconds of the half. Round Rock took the opening kickback for a touchdown. Westwood with a 3 and out on offense, and now the Dragons get their first snap from scrimmage. Handoff to the running back. That is Moose Garlington, who lowers his shoulder, runs over the defender, and gets his way into Westwood territory at the 47. Woo! Moose laying some wood there. Handoff to Garlington again. This time only picks up about 2. Maybe a chance for Round Rock. I don't want to say put it away because it is just now starting the 3rd quarter. But to really make this tough on Westwood with the way the Warrior offense has struggled tonight, if they can find this end zone. Handoff left side. Garlington pulled backwards and tossed to the ground by big number 5, Kaya Skoy. 3rd down and 7 coming.
The Westwood defense has played really, really well tonight, but it does feel like they're going to need some help at some point. How long can they hold on?
3rd down, 7 to go. Garlington's got a lot of snaps tonight. Maldonado is usually the main ball carrier for this team, but Garlington gets another handoff up the middle. Out to the 40. He'll be about 3 yards shy, and it's 4th down. Felt like a play call that was meant to set up the 4th down play. 4th and 3 to go, and doesn't look like Round Rock's going to be interested in punting, although we have seen that pooch punt tonight from the the quarterback.
Yeah, we did see the pooch punt last time, but we've also seen them go for it a couple times in the no man's land here.
Fourth down, 3 to go. Garlington stays in at running back. Jack Apple, the quarterback, sends him to his left, puts a man in motion as well. Apple will throw. Clean pocket, lets it go. He's got a man. That's complete. It's a first down and a lot more. Dylan Yeager with the catch and run inside the 20. Picked up 20 yards on the play. 1st and 10 for the Dragons as they reach the red zone. The drum line for Westwood. going at it down here by the student section. Handoff again to the running back Garlington, and he'll be taken down for a loss. Credit Cam Green, linebacker, for shooting through there, grabbing the ankles and holding on, dropping him for one before the cavalry could come in and help him. Second and 11 on the way. Yeager in motion. They'll hand it to him on the fly sweep over the right side, and he'll be wrapped up and taken down for about a gain of 4 or 5 there. Cam Green again with the tackle. 3rd down and 5 on the way for the Dragons. Almost halfway through this opening quarter, this third quarter. An ominous moon with the clouds going over it right now, Jay. Kind of a fullish moon with some howled clouds.
Feels like an October moon.
Yeah, it does. Third and 5. Maldonado in the backfield. They fake the handoff to him. It's a keeper by Apple over the left side. He's got a first down inside the 10 to the 7. We've seen Jack Apple on that fake handoff keeper run over the left side once tonight for a big gainer, and there it was again. Ninth play of the drive coming for the Dragons. 1st and goal from the 7 will be due here. Two receivers right, one to the left. Apple hands it off up the middle. And there's a gain of about 2. It was Maldonado with the carry. Joaquin Maldonado, the senior running back who leads this team in carries and yards this year. 2nd down and 5. Our goal coming from the 5. We've seen this tonight from Round Rock, though, where they've gotten deep inside the 4, inside the 5, and unable to come away with points.
Yeah, it seems like they start to struggle a little bit once they get inside the red zone.
Single back in the pistol formation. Maldonado, they fake it to him around the right side. Apple stretching it out. It dropped at the 3-yard line. Looked like he was trying to find just enough room to cut it upfield and couldn't do so. Looked like Cam Green again chasing him down, making the tackle across the field. 3rd down and goal from the 3 coming.
Just another 3rd down for Round Rock.
3rd down and goal. 11th play of the drive for the Dragons. Ball spotted at the 3-yard line on the right hash mark. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Man comes into motion. Maldonado, the running back, takes the handoff right up the gut, nowhere to go. Dropped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and decision time for the Dragons. Westwood defense continuing to play hard.
There's no quitting them. I give them credit for that.
This is nearly a 7-minute drive here for Round Rock. 4th down and goal coming from the 3 for the Dragons. They might let the clock run down and just mull it over with a timeout here. We're down to 10 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle. Stay in that pistol formation. Maldonado's the running back. It is a handoff to Maldonado over the right side, and he finally gets around into the end zone. Touchdown, Round Rock Dragons. Joaquin Maldonado just able to outrace the defense to that corner, and it's a 19-point lead now for Round Rock with a chance to extend it to 20. For Maldonado, touchdown number 5 on the season. Westwood, The defense there battling, and finally Round Rock able to punch it through. Extra point from Gibson Granger is up, and it is good. 27-7 your score with 4:15 to go in this third quarter of play.
Well, we did say we'd learn a lot about how this game would go here in the first few minutes of the second half, and Round Rock took the opening kick for a touchdown. Westwood goes 3 and out, then Round Rock has an 8-minute drive, scores another touchdown. Seems like Round Rock made some good adjustments during the half.
12-play, 61-yard drive took 6 minutes and 47 seconds off the clock for the Round Rock Dragons. 6.5 minutes off the clock, more than 6.5 off the clock. That is more than half the quarter to go 61 yards before punching it in the end zone on the 3-yard Joaquin Maldonado touchdown run. 27-7. The Dragons leading the Battle of the Bell with 4:15 to go here in this third quarter of play.
Round Rock may have taken those mistakes in the first half personally and made it a point to sharpen them or shore them up here in the second half.
Yeah, I got a feeling there was some stern talking tos and words coming down there in the locker room. Coaches can deal with a lot. Effort, they're always good with, as long as you're trying. But mistakes, if they're effort mistakes, that's one thing. If they're mental mistakes, that's another. There's a kick that'll run them back in the end zone, a touchback there. Westwood will take over at the 25. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your online appraisal pretty quick and right now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. That's AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then you get paid the same day. It's that easy, folks. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 and Duval today. Together, let's drive. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Westwood trails it 27-7 as Round Rock has put up 2 touchdowns to start this third quarter. Rolling out to the right, quick throw, and there's a catch out to the 30-yard line into the hands of Charlie Fry. Nice little easy toss from Tillman Subbix. They'll give him 6 on the play. You like that from Westwood there. Find the big target, roll out, easy little pitch and catch, and a quick 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, you don't need to try and get the game back in one play. Just get some positive yards on first down, make it easy for yourself.
2nd and 4 coming. Subbix drops the ball on the ground. They try the handoff. I don't know, just a complete miscommunication there. The ball ended up on the ground, and an alert Xavier Sutton picked it up. Loses a couple back to the 29.
Definitely looked like a little bit of miscommunication there. I'm not sure what was supposed to happen.
3rd and 6. Two receivers left, one right. Snap back, Subbix to throw. Flushed out and tripped up from behind. He does not get out of the backfield and take it down for a loss. A sack, in fact, to the 26-yard line. This Round Rock defense pinning their ears back, making it hard, and it's 4th down.
We've seen this a few times for Westwood tonight. They get a good play on first down, and before you know it, third down is longer than second down was. This Round Rock defense is no joke.
Yeah, the only 7 points Westwood has tonight is on a short field of 14 yards. Another 3 and out for the Warriors as Round Rock will send Aiden Walker back deep. It's a low snap picked up well by Marfin. That could have been disaster. It's fielded by Walker, and he'll put it out to the 48. Marfin, on a short hop, was able to snag that snap. Be a little tricky, especially on these artificial turf surfaces. Sometimes they don't take the truest of bounces.
We've seen some dangerous punts from both sides tonight.
First and 10 here for Round Rock as they break the sideline huddle. 2:47 to go in the third quarter. The Dragons all over Westwood here. It was 13-7 at the half, but an opening second half kickoff return and then a 12-play touchdown drive have really blown this game open. Handoff to Moose Garlington. Picks up about 4 on first down. Into Westwood territory at the 48-yard line. Round Rock content to take their time between plays. They don't try to rush it. Another handoff. Garlington right up the gut. Gets about 4 more to the 44. Round Rock just going to do their best to stay ahead of the sticks right now. 3, 4, 5 yards a carry. Give yourself 3rd and 2 and eat up the clock.
Yeah, when you've got a two-headed monster in the backfield that can average 4.5 yards a carry each, no need to do anything too fancy.
And Moose Garlington's gotten a whole lot of the share tonight. He came into tonight with half of as many carries as Joaquin Maldonado, and I think he's actually gotten more carries than Maldonado this evening.
I think so.
I don't have official stats, but there he goes again up the middle. He's got a first down and more. Lower in the shoulder, out to the 36. Clock winding down in this third quarter. Homecoming here for Westwood. Congratulations to the homecoming court that was named at halftime. First and 10, Jack Apple, the quarterback, takes the snap, looks to throw. Lofts one down the right sideline. It is caught. That's a first down inside the 10. Dylan Yeager, the sophomore, pulls it in. All the way to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 29. Wins a one-on-one battle down there. Round Rock goes quickly now. They'll swing it back out to the right side. That's Yeager again. Picks up about 5 or 6 more down to the 3. .43 seconds left in this second quarter of play. A little surprised they didn't start the play clock yet. Should have started 20, 30 seconds ago. But now they might be in a situation where Round Rock will, where they can let this run out if they want to. 20 seconds left in this this third quarter. Keep wanting to restart the game in my head for some reason. Second time I've done that. Second and goal. Handoff left side. Big hole to work with into the end zone. Touchdown, Round Rock Dragons. That's Joaquin Maldonado from 4 yards out for his second touchdown run of the half.
You know, this feels like one of those situations where the Westwood defense just might be wearing out a little bit.
Yeah,
they were on the field a lot in the first half, and it feels like they've been on the field pretty much all of the third quarter here.
Yeah, Round Rock has run 18 plays to Westwood's 6 here in this third quarter. Gibson Granger boots it through for the extra point. It is now 34-7 in favor of the Dragons. After a 6-play drive that traversed 48 yards and took 2 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. A 21-point third quarter here for Round Rock has blown this game open. This was 13-7 at halftime. Really set the tone with the opening kick of the second half, Jay. The touchdown return, and Round Rock just does not look back, and the defense continuing to be very good tonight. Westwood's had the ball. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times tonight. And they have gone 3 and out on 6 of those 8 drives.
Hard to get anything going when you just can't stay on the field.
Yeah.
But credit the Round Rock defense. They're known for being good, and they're showing it tonight.
Yeah, they are not making it easy. Low line drive kick, and that'll go through the end zone for another touchback. Most likely the final snap of the third quarter on the way with 7 seconds left. These two teams will continue this season. Westwood will play again next week. We'll give you who they play here in just a few minutes. Round Rock finally gets a bye week next week. This is their 8th straight game to start the year. Rolling out to the right, Subics to throw. Near sideline, that ball caught by Drew Norrell. Able to get up the field. Ball comes out near the 40, and Round Rock recovers. The Dragons get on the football. They're marking it. 1st and 10 Westwood. Round Rock recovered the ball with a man's foot out of bounds. That's what the referee's saying here. So if that's the case, the ball will go back to the spot of the fumble. But it still would be 1st down Westwood.
Big break for Westwood right there. But good to see him get the ball in one of their playmakers' hands.
Spot of the fumble was around the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, you're right. It's nice to see them get the ball to Norrell there. So it's a 1st down for Westwood, and that will end the 3rd quarter. 34-7, the Dragons leading the Warriors in the Battle of the Bell. Back for the 4th in just a minute. This is Round Rock ISD Football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
We go to the 4th with the Round Rock Dragons leading the Westwood Warriors 34-7 tonight. Westwood with the football after the 1st down pass. The fumble, but recovered out of bounds by Round Rock, so Westwood keeps the possession at the 36. Subics to throw. He's got a man. It's a little over his head and incomplete. Intended for Therese Harrison. 2nd down coming. Brad Tillery and Jay Brooks here with you from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex tonight. Glad to have you along. I think Ike Kohler is back next week with me. Let me check my schedule. I'll tell you exactly where we'll be. Here on the iHSFAN Network next Friday nights. Couple of games coming your way. Should be a pretty good one here next week. First off, Subics to throw, trying to get out of the pocket. He's hit from behind. His ball is knocked out. It is on the ground, and Round Rock recovers at the 33. Fumble recovery as this Round Rock defense continues to dominate the football game. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 33. Round Rock with great field position. 11:51 to go in this football game tonight. Next week, October the 25th, on a Friday night, you can see this Westwood team playing Stony Point. That game over at Dragon Stadium. And then here at Kelly Reeves, I'll be back here. I think Ike will be back with me next week. McNeil and Cedar Ridge going to go at it, and that should have pretty important implications when it comes to the district standings. Go through the scoreboard update here in a second as we have a couple of men moving on the line of scrimmage. Let's check to see. Last time we looked at Cedar Ridge, it was a tight football game. So let's see what's happening over there and get you an update. Because that game between McNeil and Cedar Ridge, the way this playoff chase is shaking in the district, Cedar Ridge trails Vista Ridge 29-19 in the 4th quarter right now here on the iHSN Network. So that would move Cedar Ridge to 3-3. McNeil comes into the game next week 2-3 in the district as the handoff up the middle goes nowhere, stoned at the 39-yard line. If that stays, Vista Ridge would also move to 3-2 in district after tonight. Let's check the Hutto score. Hutto leads by 7 in the fourth quarter over Stony Point, so we'll wait on that one to really see what's going on. But a Hutto win would move them to 3-2. As a quick snap and a throw to the far side is complete. Out to Dylan Yeager, and he's got enough to get back towards the original line of scrimmage out to the 32. It is 3rd down and 9 coming. Try to give you an update here once we get a full stoppage, because this district is starting to get really interesting here. I'm going to put an asterisk beside that one just to understand where we are. Looking to throw here on 3rd and 9. Jack Apple scrambling forward. He gets out of the pocket, and he will slide down around the 34. He started to slide a yard too early, and it's 4th down.
Ooh,
short by a yard.
That was almost the third down scramble he's picked up this game.
Just a yard shy with 10:45 to go here in the ball game. Round Rock leading 34-7. 4th and a yard coming. And the first down grabbed. Quick rush up the middle. It was Maldonado on the handoff. Needed one, and he got about a yard and a half. So after this game, Round Rock's going to move to 5-1 in district. Vandergrift's going to move to 5-0 with their victory tonight because they are walloping Manor. It's 56-6. That game has gone final. Here 1st and 10. Handoff, faked to the air. The right sideline, incomplete into the end zone. Daniel Berry tried to bring it down, but good coverage there by the Westwood defense. 2nd and 10. So the top 2 teams will remain the same, and it looks like Vandergrift and Round Rock are marching their way to the top 2 spots in the playoff standings here in the district, meaning there will be 2 spots left for 6 other teams. If Stony Point cannot come back tonight, they'll be at 1-5, and while not probably mathematically eliminated, more than likely out of the playoff race moving forward. Westwood, if they can't make a comeback here in dramatic fashion with 10 minutes to go, it's going to be a wildly uphill battle for them at 1-4 in the district as the handoff to Maldonado goes to the left side. He is stonewalled there for a short gain of about 2. Maynard would fall to 1-4, making it tough for them moving out too, which kind of leaves, let's see here, 4 teams realistically battling it out for those final 2 spots. Vista Ridge and Hutto will both be at 3-2 if the scores hold. That Hutto game is only a 1-score game right now. We'll check back in on that here in a little bit with them and Stony Point. If Stony Point can win, they can keep their faint playoff hopes alive. 3rd and 7 here. Handoff to Maldonado. Goes nowhere. Dropped for a loss of a yard or 2. Tell you what, Caius Coy's had a really good game on the defensive line tonight.
I know the score is getting a little out of hand, but you still got to give credit to this Westwood defense.
Yeah.
They haven't given up all game.
Westwood has been there all night. And Round Rock's going to bring the field goal unit on with 8:45 to go. Try to tack on 3 more. Gibson Granger, who has showed off the leg on the kickoffs, will try one from 39 yards, right between the hash marks. The holder is Varun Schertiker. High snap, put down. Kick is up. It's got the leg, and it bounces off the upright and through. It is good. Kissing one off the left upright. 39-yard field goal makes it 37-7.
As long as it goes through. Doesn't have to be pretty.
That's how they count them. We'll update the scoreboard here for you after the 39-yard boot. But yeah, back to that playoff picture. So here we go. If scores hold down, again, that Hutto game is still up in the air. you would have Vista Ridge and Hutto both at 3-2. Cedar Ridge at 3-3, and McNeil at 2-3 going into next week, battling for those final 4 spots. Now, McNeil plays Cedar Ridge next week, right here on the network in a game that I'm going to get to call at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex. That is a monster football game right now, looking at the standings heading into next week.
That's going to be huge for both teams.
Neither team can afford a 4th district loss. And I think it's not a true elimination game, but it's going to feel like an elimination game next Friday night here at the Palace.
Yeah, four losses won't make it impossible, but it will make it much, much harder for you.
Well, and every time you lose, especially those teams that you're battling with in the district, you lose that tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Here's the boot. Back underway. Fielded at the 12. And spun around, still on his feet there. Scott Uffelman finally pushed down around the 27, 28-yard line. Be very interested for that game next week. Those are 2 pretty evenly matched teams, too, between Cedar Ridge and McNeil. Yeah, McNeil is 2-5 on the season, but if you look at who they played in a couple of their games and their non-district games, they played a tough slate in non-district. Lost them both, and one of them was an overtime game that they got stuffed on the 1-yard line. And going for 2. They were going for 2 for the win, and just got stopped on the 1. So that should be a really fun game next week. 1st and 10 here. Westwood with a throwback to Norrell, looking to throw again. He has a man open, but he has no time to throw it, so Norrell's going to take off. Now he lets it go, still realizing he's behind the line of scrimmage, and it's incomplete. That's actually pretty heads up. It was intended for Josiah Kent. They were trying to throw back pass to Kent. Norrell realized he hadn't crossed the line of scrimmage yet, could still let it go, and nearly had a completion.
That's a high IQ football play right there.
Most guys, once they get in that situation, they just tuck it and run.
Yeah.
They don't think about, hey, I can still actually throw this football.
Probably what I would have done. I wouldn't have been smart enough to look upfield.
Well, usually if I see big guys running at me, I just run the other way. So, yeah. Jay, the update from college. The streak is over. Duke will beat Florida State for the first time ever tonight, 23-16.
History has been made.
They're going to go crazy in Durham. Swing out pass near sideline, caught by Ontario Jackman Jr. as he's out to the 32. It'll be 3rd down and 6. $7:30 to go in the contest. Round Rock on their way to win number 7 this season. Snap, quick throw, near side. That ball's caught. Drew Norrell gets himself a 1st down and a little more out to the 40-yard line. Little quick hitch there.
Westwood finding a little success with some quick passes here.
Yeah, just let the main guy go to work and beat Aiden Walker off the ball that time. First and 10, Westwood. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Snap back. Cooper waits, throwing. Screen pass over the middle on the slip screen to the receiver. Picks up about 4. Again, Norrell with the catch and run. Getting close to halfway through this 4th quarter of play. This was a 13-7 ball game at halftime. You wouldn't know by looking at the scoreboard right now. Round Rock just dominated this entire second half, but especially that 3rd quarter. Man in motion on the backfield. That is Xavier Sutton. Another quick throw near sideline. It is Weston Franz, the intended receiver, but it's incomplete. Thrown a little too far in front of him, and Round Rock player actually got his hand on it. 3rd down and 6 coming for the Warriors. That loss, by the way, for Florida State drops them to 1-6 this year.
Whew, quite a downfall they've had.
3rd and 6 here. Again, Sutton in motion. Waits to throw. He'll fire it back towards Norrell. Makes the first man miss, not the second, as he's tackled at the 46-yard line. And here comes 4th down and 4. Well, a tough night for Westwood in what is a rebuilding year for the Warriors. They're going to drop to 1-4 in the district after tonight and 1-6 overall. Waits to throw on 4th down. Got a man, that's Norrell. A couple of blockers in front of him. Is able to get to the edge. He's got a first down and a little more. Flag comes down behind the play. Or if it was a hold downfield. If it stands, the ball is to the 45 of the Dragons.
Well, regardless of what the flag is gonna end up being, this is the most effective we've seen the Westwood offense all night.
Yeah, it's their deepest penetration, except for the one drive. Well, it's going to be a hold against Round Rock, so that's a first down. It'll be declined. This right here is their deepest penetration of the night, with the exception of the one drive that they took over at the 14. Any other drive tonight, the furthest Westwood has gotten has been the Round Rock 47. Only the second time tonight that they've crossed midfield where they haven't started a drive in Round Rock territory. 5:26 to go in the game. 1st and 10. Waits to throw. And is caught at the 40. Pickup of 6 there. Nice little toss on 1st down to Therese Harrison. Sophomore to sophomore connection. Westwood not rushing. They're just trying to work on the offense here, get ready for the final couple of games. Warriors still have 3 more games to play before the end of the season. 2nd down and 4. Empty backfield again. Waits, looking near side, throws it. Norrell got him, and that'll be caught. Spinning forward, and Drew Norrell gets all the way to the 30. So another nice play. Drew Norrell making 3 or 4 guys miss, a 9-yard pickup and a first down. .438 left in the ball game. Now, last year, this district had 4 teams battling it out for the final 3 playoff spots. This year, it looks like it's probably going to shake out to where it's about 4 teams battling for the final 2 spots. Again, waits to throw, being pressured from the backside. Dropped for a loss. He is down for a sack as the ball came loose. Justin Lee comes around the edge and gets him for the sack as the UTEP commit, showing why he's headed to the next level. Let's see, Lee came into the game with 4 sacks. I don't know if he's had any others tonight, but that's at least number 5 on the season now. 2nd down and 16 on the way. Snap back, waits to throw again. Drops, and that'll be tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. 3rd down coming. They're playing the I Can't Stop This Feeling Deep Inside of Me song. I don't know the actual name of it. I'm Hooked on a Feeling.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And I can't, and I'm going to show my age here, I can't hear the song without thinking about Ally McBeal, the Dancing Baby. The Hooga Chaka from the 90s thing.
Classic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all I can think about when I hear this song anymore. Meanwhile, anybody who's under the age of 25 or 30 out there is like, what? Third and 16. Westwood trying to get that offense going. A high snap, pulled down, waits, throws. It's incomplete. Good coverage. Cole Dodds, the senior linebacker. All over the receiver, Drew Norrell. Fourth down and long coming. 11th play of the drive on the way for Westwood. Good experience here for Cooper Waits, down 30, though. I mean, it's, back there throwing the ball every down right now. Honestly, just letting him learn to read defenses more, getting those live reps, pay off down the road. If not this year, then certainly next. He'll throw here down the middle. He's got a man. It is just off the fingertips and incomplete. Oh, looked like he had Ontario Jackman Jr. open for a touchdown, and he just couldn't haul it in.
You make a good point, though. This is a young Westwood team. It'll be interesting to see what they look like the next year or two. This could be a really good experience year for a lot of these guys. Year playing together, year learning the system, and then really come out firing maybe next year.
Folks, AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports Round Rock ISD football programs. If you're looking for a big win, shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. That's AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's drive. Handoff over the right side. A gain of about 3 for Round Rock. The backup's in. Cade McKenzie with the carry there. Garrett Marshall in at quarterback now. 3 minutes to go in the game. Round Rock just trying to kill the clock off here. Get out of here with a rivalry victory as they will take the Battle of the Bell tonight. Second and 7. And off up the middle again. Nice little run out to the 45-yard line. Ball came out late, but the running back, Cade McKenzie, was down. It'll be 3rd down and 1. First down here, and Round Rock can run out the clock, and I don't think Westwood will mind taking knees and just letting the clock run out. Dragons going to move to 5-1 in district play. And I think that 5th win, I mean, not fully, but it nearly cements their playoff spot. One more victory, and I think they would have a playoff spot secured. Handoff, oh no, kept actually to the near side by Marshall. Garrett Marshall picks up that first down to the 49. I think a win in their next contest would secure Round Rock a playoff spot. That Round Rock versus Vandergrift game later this year is really the big one. That'll decide, most likely, who wins the district.
That'll be a fun game.
Remember, if you finish top 2 in the district, you get a home game in that first round of the playoffs. But this district is always matched up with District 26, which is the Lake Travis district, and they're over there with Westlake as well, as that will be a knee for Round Rock. They're just going to let this clock run out. You always, if you can, want to be in one of those top 2 spots in District 25 here, because you do not want to get matched up with Lake Travis and Westlake in round 1 if you can ever help it. Last year didn't work out that way. Lake Travis had to go on the road for their first round, and Vandergrift was not the beneficiary of that. Vandergrift hosted Lake Travis in round 1 and took a loss because of the way the district just broke out and the standings broke out. So it was you do want to take that advantage when you can. certainly it looks like we're headed to Vandergrift and Round Rock being the top two teams in the district this year. As the Dragons take one final knee, the clock will run on out, and the Round Rock Dragons get themselves a big victory tonight in the Battle of the Bell over their rivals, the Westwood Warriors. 37-7, your final, as Round Rock really puts the hammer on in the second half with a 24-0 shutout here in the second half of this ball game. We're going to be back in just a second to wrap it all up. 37-7, your final. Round Rock victorious. This is Round Rock ISD football, presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Network.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme: Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Round Rock ringing the bell on the far sideline as they have won the battle for the bell. Players, as soon as the handshakes got done, ran right over to it in front of their section. They win it for the 7th straight season as a 37-7 victory in their favor tonight. They moved to 7-1 on the year. Let's tell you how it all went down here from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. The first half was pretty back and forth. Westwood would fumble the ball on a strip sack fumble on their third play of the game on offense. Round Rock got great field position, but forced into a 4th and goal from the 4. They went for it. It was a turnover on downs. The Westwood defense held and would get the ball back. Westwood went on a nice drive, would punt, pin Round Rock at their own 8, and then the Dragons go on a 13-play march, taking up nearly 6 minutes off the clock. 92 yards and a 20-yard touchdown run from Moose Garlington to make it 7-0. Two teams traded punts for the next little bit. And then Round Rock would strike again, this time halfway through the second quarter. It was the quarterback, Jack Apple, to Reggie Hurley for a 49-yard strike on a pump and go down the right sideline for a 13-0 lead. Looked like it was going to be 13-0 heading to the half, but Westwood took advantage of a bad snap on a punt late in the half. Round Rock, it would be recovered at the Round Rock 14-yard line. And 4 plays later, Drew Norrell with a 3-yard rush right up the middle made it 13-7, and we had a game at halftime, just a 6-point contest going into the locker room. But coming out into the second half, it was all Round Rock, and it started on the kickoff. A 70-yard kick return by Aiden Walker to start the second half. 20-7 there. Westwood, and this was the story of the half for them, a 3-and-out on offense. Round Rock gets the ball, goes on a long march. 12 plays, 61 yards, 6 minutes, 47 seconds off the clock. Joaquin Maldonado finding the end zone from a few yards out to make it 27-7. Westwood again with a 3-and-out. Round Rock this time with a 6-play, 48-yard drive. Maldonado with another touchdown, his second of the night, 34-7. Westwood would fumble on their third play of the next drive. Round Rock kicks a field goal, and then Westwood goes on a long drive towards the end, turnover on downs, and that is how this ended. Round Rock just dominated the second half, Jay, and really held the ball. The defense clamping down, offense, slow, methodical drives, and just put the clamps down on this game in the second half.
Yeah, it was almost a tale of two halves for Round Rock here. In the first half, they didn't play bad per se, but they just had a lot of mistakes that kind of kept them from building on a lead. And they ultimately what gave Westwood their touchdown is because they had a mistake that gave Westwood a really short field. But the second half, I don't think they had any mistakes that come to my mind that I can think of, and it showed. They just totally dominated the second half.
Quick update from around the district. We're not going to do all the scores tonight, but just the district scores. Hutto leads 35-21 over Stony Point. That game late in the third quarter. If that holds, Hutto moves to 3-2 in district play and stays right in the thick of it for those last 2 playoff spots. Also, Vista Ridge has beaten Cedar Ridge 29-19. That Cedar Ridge-McNeil game next Friday night, here at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex looms large when it comes to the playoff picture. Make sure you join us for that one at 7 o'clock kickoff next week. Also in the district tonight, Vandergrift shuts out Manor, or not shuts them out, but sorry, beats up Manor 56-6. Your final there. McNeil had the night off, so McNeil will be rested to play Cedar Ridge next week in a monstrous contest in this district here at the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex. That should be a fun one. I believe Ike Kohler is back with me for that one, but we are done here for the night. 37-7, your final score. The Round Rock Dragons beat the Westwood Warriors. Round Rock moves to 7-1 overall, 5-1 in district play. Westwood falls to 1-6 and 1-4 in 6A District 25. For everyone at the iHSFAN Network and everyone, we want to thank a few folks. First of all, thank our sponsors who make all this happen. We couldn't do this for free to you without them. So thank you for all of those great folks. Make sure you like and subscribe here on YouTube, so that way every time we go live with the game on the iHSFAN Network, you get the notification right away, and you won't miss a second of what should be a dramatic ending here in 6A District 25 for Round Rock ISD football over the next few weeks as we march towards the playoffs in November. I want to thank the folks here with Round Rock ISD as well, always for being so welcoming and accommodating for everything we do. And want to thank you for spending your Friday night with us as always. For Jay Brooks, I'm Brad Tillery saying good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. Have a great Saturday. Some fantastic football on the menu tomorrow from the college ranks, including, I don't know, some little game going downtown here in Austin. Apparently there's something going on down there tomorrow. I haven't heard. Have a great time, everybody. Enjoy the great weather. We'll talk to you again next Friday night. Remember, 2 games on the network next Friday night. You can catch them both. Just like and subscribe, including that big one between McNeil and Cedar Ridge right here from the Kelly Reese Athletic Complex. We'll see you then. Have a great evening.
You're listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.